I just got let go from my job without a warning at all. Nothing. I didn't see it coming at all. And I get paid through today, and that's it. And what's shocking to me is I had no warning, not a clue, not a freaking clue. But if we as employees, if we just up and quit, like we're not hireable, like we don't give a 2-week notice, that's shameful. But companies can literally just call you and be like, hey, no, today's your last day. And I was working. I was doing my work. I was a recruiter. You can't make people say yes to wanting to try to talk to you about a job opportunity. Oh man. And I'm a single mom. I don't even know what to think or to feel. There's so many things running through my head, and I know that I'm not the only one. I have a bunch of friends that have gotten let go with so many layoffs and everything. You're not alone. And I think it's going to be okay, but I'm scared.
I am unemployable and I will never be able to get another job again. I realized this the other day about myself. I kind of knew it while I was working at companies because people would say things like, you're kind of hard to work with. You always have really strong opinions. You always have to come up and ask questions about things. At first, I just thought I was a problem employee. Like I always had questions. I always needed to know why. And I was always looking at how we could make things better, even if people weren't asking for solutions. But now that I've been self-employed for 18 months, I just realized that I'm not an employable person. And that's okay. Not all of us are meant to work for other people. Some of us are meant to work for ourselves and be a small business owner. Others are supposed to be entrepreneurs. Other people are supposed to be leaders in business. But you need to know this about yourself. Now that I'm running my own business, I realize it's definitely what I was made to do.
Please don't nominate me for the Get a Job Challenge. I don't want to do that.
Stop fucking lying. You're not hiring. Take that shit down. I'll apply 4 times. Who taking the application? Her?
Hey. No way.
3,000. That's the number of jobs I've applied to as of today. 3,000 jobs. During the course of the year and a half that I've been out of work after a injury that happened on the job, trying to find another job has been so difficult. Now, mind you, I have 25 years experience as a sales manager, 29 years as an event manager. I'm well overqualified for any job I apply to, but yet, for some reason, over the course of me applying to 3,000 jobs, I've only had 9 interviews, and I've had maybe 15 callbacks, and all the other ones are fake. These days, you have to actually look at the actual website versus Indeed or LinkedIn, but both those sites are basically worthless. They're now becoming social media sites where it's more about popularity versus an actual job. So, I'm just putting it out there. Tomorrow is my birthday. It would be really nice if I could find work. So I'm putting that out there to the gods above. There's only so much resources that I can use before I run out of money. And frankly, the market is that bad. Is anybody else having that problem? I'd love to hear your story. I don't know if you've applied to 3,000 jobs. Have a nice day.
So I'm unemployed, and I've been looking for a job for 4 months. And I don't know if anyone's told you, but the job market is really bad right now. And I have some complaints. I have applied to more jobs than I can count at this point, and I am so sick of being ignored. Like, please give me the decency of a rejection at least. I scoured your website for your values and your mission statement to cultivate a perfectly tailored application for your company. The least you can do is send me a copy-pasted email that you've sent to 20 other people that says, thank you for your application. You're not what we're looking for. That's all I need! And before you say it, yes, I have sent the follow-up emails. After a week, I say, hi. On this date, I submitted an application. I'm still really interested in this job for this reason, blah, 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 blah. Nothing! And I'm not like only applying to the most prestigious jobs. I applied to a job that was basically like putting checks into envelopes, and they did not respond to me. I should not have to crawl on my hands and knees begging for a part-time job putting checks into envelopes all day. Like, no! And another thing is I'm in the marketing, public relations, communications field, right? And a lot of jobs try to advertise themselves as marketing, but they're not. Like, for one thing, I'll go on LinkedIn or Indeed and I'll search like marketing jobs or marketing coordinator, and it shows me like retail jobs because they want to say like, oh, you're doing marketing. No. I've also learned that there are a lot of jobs that like market themselves to look like an agency job or something, but they're really like MLM style pyramid scheme type things. Like the whole job is sitting at a table at a Walmart trying to sell AT&T plans, and then like in the interview they say, oh, you'll move up fast, no, you'll become a manager and you'll have your own team that you do. And I'm like, I mean like a downline? I'll have a downline. I found the trick for spotting those is look at their website, and if their website is more focused on how fun it is to be part of the team than the actual work they do, like if they don't show any of their like case studies or anything, they're one of those pyramid schemes ones. This is an age-old complaint, but why do entry jobs require so much experience? How am I supposed to get my foot in the door if I need 3 to 5 years of experience to get my foot in the door? There are a few that are genuinely entry-level positions, no experience required, but like you need a bachelor's degree, which I have, and then they pay $12 an hour. I made more than $12 an hour working at Target. You're telling me a 4-year degree isn't worth more than Target? And you know, I'd rather work at Target if it means I can pay my rent every month. Maybe this video is just a shout out to Target for paying an almost living wage. So I don't know, maybe other people who are in the job market right now will see this and relate. Who knows, maybe someone in a hiring department will see this and change some of the hiring processes. At least start sending rejection letters, please. If I have time to apply to 20 million jobs, do you have time to reject 20 million people, please? Now I'm gonna go to a winery to drink my feelings with wine I can't afford because I don't have a job!
Yo, it's so hard to find a job in 2025 that they're gonna have to start giving the help wanted signs in a window and just go back to the old days, do it on paper, because this online stuff is just not working out, bro. Do it on paper. Application, go in and do the application. The help wanted signs need to go back to that because this online stuff is not working. Like, how is it so hard to find a job in 2025 when technology is at its highest peak? Everything's at its highest peak, but it's easier to find a job 20 years ago? See how that don't make sense? It doesn't make sense at all, bro. I don't understand. I don't get it. Somebody need to be fired because there should be no reason why companies are not finding people and hiring people, bro. I know a bunch of people are applying to jobs and nobody can find a job. That don't make sense, bro. That doesn't make any sense to me, bro. Does somebody explain it to me? Because look, you got people who want to work out here and they always want to say, oh, Gen Z doesn't want to work. You can't find a fucking job. Nobody can find a job. We cannot find a job, bro. Like, and especially the people who have a job that they don't like and they're trying to get out of it and find another job, but nobody is hired. No, nobody's trying to hire. I don't understand it. They say put your resume up on Indeed. Don't even get me started on Indeed. Indeed is the worst thing ever, bro. Indeed is the worst thing ever. I don't like it. Craigslist, don't find nothing. Just don't find nothing nowhere. Nobody's calling. You will apply and it'll just stay there. They'll be like, yeah, we'll keep in touch. It'll just stay there. They're not going to keep in touch. They're lying.
I'm just going to do a very quick video to collectively address the 200 plus people in my messages from Saudi Arabia, Iraq and Pakistan, and just let you know that I'm sorry, unfortunately there's no jobs here. Thanks for all the compliments. I don't want to marry anybody else, but yeah, no jobs here. Sorry.
I really feel like I'm never gonna get a job again. Like, I'm so scared because like I have been unemployed for 3 months. I'm not eligible for unemployment because I just moved here. I am so stressed out. Like, this has never happened to me before. Like, I've always had a job. Like, I was an honor student, like 3rd in my class, so successful in high school and college. And I have a bachelor's degree in poli-sci. I have 2 years of experience in mental health. I'm a great worker. I'm so organized, but nobody will even give me an interview. And I was crying on the phone with my mom because I was like, what if I literally can't find a job? Like, I've been applying for months. Like, I literally can't find anything. Like, what am I gonna do? Like, am I just gonna live with my parents for the rest of my life? Because, like, I'm not kidding you. I literally cannot get an interview anywhere. Anywhere. And I have applied to hundreds, if not thousands of jobs in the past few months. I literally don't know what to do. Like, I'm genuinely so scared. Like, I really am terrified. Like, I don't know what is happening in the world right now, but like, I am a good candidate. I don't know what's happening.
I have 2 bachelor's degrees, but I'm currently unemployed and I'm trying to find a job and I'm not able to find a job. I feel like if you are not currently looking for a job right now in today's job market, then you will not understand how actually hard it is to find a decent paying job. Even if you have all the credentials, I have 2 degrees, I have experience, I have a good resume, I have it all, and I'm still not able to find anything. And people ask me, like, what do you want to do? Like, what's your, like, dream career? What's your dream job? And honestly, I don't have one. I don't dream of working. I don't want to work. There's no career or job that I can think of that I would be like, yeah, I would love to do that every single day and spend more of my time there than in my home that I pay a crap ton of money for. Like, no, I don't dream of working. My dream life, my dream day is to wake up by the beach or some body of water and drink my coffee and read my book, then take an afternoon nap and then read my book inside and then have a nice dinner. That's my dream daily life. But I know in order to get there, I need some kind of money. And Monopoly money won't work. So that means I have to get a good paying job, but those are not available. Hey, I don't have any cash on me, but I'm going into the grocery store. Is there anything I can get you?
I've got dog food in the lake. Wait, mine's your manners. Daddy?
He's got an awesome hat.
Yes, just anything, yeah,
Okay.
it's good. I mean, we anything else.
Of course, yeah.
Bless you.
Hi. I just have water, gum, and some granola bars.
God bless you.
Yeah, of course. Have a good day.
A little help can go a long way. It literally just cost me $10 and a little bit of courage to go up and ask him. They are human too. They are people too. It always annoys me when we just forget about them or not care or even just like be super rude and disrespectful to them. If I lost everything, that's what I would want, is someone to treat me like a human.
Listen, let's talk about something today, y'all. Normally I'm on YouTube with my videos, but I've decided to come over to TikTok and share some of my videos over here. So anyway, one thing I want to talk to you guys about today is the fact that there are no jobs in America right now. Like, they're saying that there are all these jobs. Trust me, there are no jobs. Okay? The only people getting hired for jobs are, excuse my French, migrants, aka the illegal kind, and felons, okay? Because they have to hire felons. Like, it's legally, they have to hire felons now. Also, with migrants, it's much cheaper to hire migrants for labor than it is to hire someone like myself. But I've been looking for a job. Many people that I know have been looking for a job. There is a labor shortage. They keep saying that there are all these crazy jobs in America and everybody's doing so well. And like, no. There's not a whole bunch of jobs in America. Why do you think everybody's selling feet pics and doing OnlyFans, okay? I myself even do OF, like, because at this point it's like OnlyFans or be homeless. Like, there's really no other option, especially when you're a single parent, you're a single mom, you got priorities. And when I say single moms, like, I have a kid whose father is not in the picture, so I have to provide all of the needs for my child, and I don't have anybody to watch my kid. I mean, during the day they go to school, yes, so I've been trying to look for a job during the day where I could work during the daytime. Okay, because I'm not going to just put my kid off on someone else. You know, if you're not her dad at the end of the day, I'm not going to put her off on you. I'm not going to ask my parents to watch my kid or anything like that. So my kid does go to school during the daytime. Now, when my kid isn't in school, which is from the late afternoon throughout the evening, those are the hours that they want you to work. I've been trying to find a job and I'm telling them I'm available 7 days a week during the day. And I'm still not finding anything. They're looking for somebody who can close, who can work nights, who can be on call, who can work every weekend. And if you have kids at home, it's almost impossible for you to do that unless you have like a full-time nanny or somebody who lives with you who can take care of the kids. Now, I have an older kid, but I'm not the type of mom to push my older kid to watch my kids for me because that makes kids very resentful. And quite frankly, I resent not having a life growing up sometimes because I had to watch my younger siblings a lot. So, therefore, plus I have an older son. Like boys are not, I don't trust boys with babysitting small children. Like that's just irresponsible. They like to do shit and be all over the place. Excuse my language, but they like to be all over the place doing things and playing video games and on their phone and TikToking with their friends and everything else and not paying attention to the kids. So therefore, I've been unable to find a job. Many people that I know, unable to find a job. So it's just very frustrating because especially when you see people who are here that have many people living in their households and who can work any hours of the day and night for less than what they would pay a American citizen. And it's just like very frustrating. Like I'm not mad at the people who own the corporations because they're just trying to get in where they fit in. I heard something that scared me. But yeah, they're just trying to get in where they fit in. You know, they're trying to save money and make the best of their opportunities. But for the people like me, for the average American citizen who didn't already have a job when this big explosion came, it's like, what are we to do? How are we to feed our families? Like, can you relate or no?
Our market is so bad right now that when you're trying to apply for a job, your ratio of even getting the job that you're applying for is 0 to none. Also, if you have a job, the job market is so bad that your job is overworking you and still paying you the same salary. They're switching up schedules on you, giving you more work, less pay, cutting budgets on you, pretty much jerking you around all around because they know where the job market is. They know even if you're looking for somewhere else to go, that's also going to probably jerk you around, that they could take advantage of you. Right now, it's like employment abuse going on. Like you literally are underpaid, tired, and stressed out if you have a job. And if you don't have a job, you're stressed out because you can't find a job and you've been applying to over 100 places pretty much a week, or you've been unemployed for more than 2 years trying to find a job. The job market right now is so bad that you're literally getting abused as a human being. It's super sad.